February, I hope you'll join me in celebrating Black History Month. This year is a great opportunity to reflect on two monumental events that occurred 50 years ago, Freedom Summer and the Civil Rights Act of 1964. In June of 1964, hundreds and hundreds of brave young people gathered in Mississippi to register African Americans to vote. This courageous effort is known as Freedom Summer. People of many backgrounds, including thousands from Mississippi, joined this effort to fight for equal voting rights for all, including my esteemed colleague, Congressman John Lewis, a hero of the civil rights movement. This fight was not easy. 3 young men were brutally murdered, and many others bled just because they were standing up for the constitutional right to vote. Because of their courage and the hard work of many other Americans, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 became the law of the land. This momentous legislation outlawed discrimination based on race, religion, sex, or national origin, a great step toward equality for all. This year, I will join Congressman Lewis, other members of Congress, and people across the country to commemorate the anniversary of Freedom Summer. We will meet at historic sites, including in Mississippi, and we will once again advocate for voting rights for all Americans. I have the honor to represent part of the Chicagoland area where African Americans have such a rich history. As you may know, Jean-Baptiste du Sable, a Haitian American, founded the city of Chicago. Mayor Harold Washington, our city's first African-American mayor, was a great reformer and leader. His positive impact is still benefiting us today. And a woman you may not know, named Alice Truguet of Evanston, led a voter registration effort through Operation Push, where she personally registered thousands of people to vote. Alice is a great example of how ordinary people can make an extraordinary impact. The hard work and courageous efforts of political leaders, civil rights advocates, and everyday citizens have helped us all secure the freedoms we have today. Yet there is still much more work to be done, especially because disturbing voter suppression efforts in several states have led to many people losing their right to vote. I will continue to advocate for issues that impact the African American community and all communities, including strengthening the Voting Rights Act, fighting for the middle class, encouraging everyone to enroll in health care through the Affordable Care Act. The rich legacy and profound contributions of African Americans are something we can all celebrate and be inspired by as we work to improve life for all in our great country. I encourage everyone to celebrate this month through action. Visit a museum exhibit, volunteer within your community, register to vote or register others, and learn something new about African American history. To borrow from the great poet and author Maya Angelou, times like this show us that we are, quote, more alike than unalike, unquote. The lessons of our collective history can shape our future for the better. Thank you for listening.